combined. So to see who triumphs, let's join Scott Frost and first of all Michael McMullen.
So not the Americans' night so far, and if they don't win this match, then they're already in a position where they're going to have to do something that has never been done before. Plenty of teams have been behind after the first day of a Mosconi Cup and ended up winning it, but no team has ever been more than 3 points behind after the opening day and come back to win. And if the Americans lose this, they will trail by 4. Already, Scott, on night 1, this is massive.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. It is massive. So is this break shot. Take a look at the one. So quickly into the side pocket with a great look. And you cannot ask for a better opener here. He's got his option. He can come twice below the 3. He might be able to just come one above it. That's up to him.
Shot.
And that'll work out just fine. This is the start they needed. It's really to get to the green 6. And we continue to ask ourselves, what does USA have to do? And there really is no great answer. I just don't feel like they're playing the way they should be playing, and that's part of it, obviously. But the monkey on their back, Michael, it's just getting heavier and heavier every year, and I think that that's tough to get rid of.
What do you want to be?
And it feels like history repeating at the moment. When we were last here at Alexandra Palace 2 years ago, Europe won all of their first 6 matches, and then America got one on the board, but you felt it was already gone by then. You just felt all through that run of those first half-dozen matches, if the Americans could just win one of these, it could start something, but it didn't happen. And here we are again, with the Americans just looking to get started. They certainly have the edge here in terms of Mosconi experience, but although we've talked about these guys as the rookies, they're also the form players, because these are the guys we saw playing each other in the Hanoi final. Moritz Neuhausen had just won another big event in Vietnam before that. Pius Labutis, 28 years of age. First Lithuanian ever to play in the Mosconi. Oh, and that is his first mistake.
Yeah, and I was about to say before I started talking a bit too much is I think Thorpe has an opportunity to redeem himself here from the singles during the teams event. He missed that key 9 ball and kind of deflated the other guys, and I feel like he can redeem himself. And then he's got a guy, in my opinion, Tyler Steyer, who's been probably the most consistent in the last few years, in my opinion. So this is a team on paper that's probably the underdog, but I do feel that they're set up to possibly win this match. But you can't do it like that.
I remember looking at this match a little earlier this evening thinking this could be a bit of a twitch-up, you know. You might see mistakes, it might go on for a while. We've seen mistakes on both sides on this 5-ball alone in the opening rack. What a let-off for the European pair.
And that's extremely good there out of the upper right corner. Anywhere but fat, and that's where Tyler Steyer missed that ball. Caught it real heavy.
Steyer in his chair, absolutely seething.
And these two here, you just didn't want to give them a chance to get comfortable. You had your opening, you had your opportunity. I get it, it's alternate break, but momentum in this format is massive.
It's great to see Neuhausen earlier when he won his rack in the opening team match, working the crowd, whipping them up. I think the fact that he played in the Reyes Cup is really going to stand to him this week, because it took a little while to get comfortable in that, but once he had, gave him good experience to take into this week. And that's the smile of a young man who knows he's about to put the first rack on the board here. This very likable 22-year-old German. Safely deposits the opening 9, has a little look to his teammates. He looks very settled in on his first night as a Mosconi Cup player. And we see it so often in Mosconi, Scott. It's just one moment can have such an impact. And that opening round and the way it's played out could really set the tone for this whole match. Let's just have a listen here.
And then after this,
Yeah, that impact, Michael, you're talking about has obviously been
...2018, and here he is now, 7 years on, with America's first break of this doubles at the end of day one.
And this continues, in my opinion. If you look at last year, yes, we made the one on the break a lot. No, we did not get good looks. Europe would make the one on the break, and they got a lot of good looks. Both sides breaking from different positions last year and this year. I think it's a problem. It's got to roll out. I don't know if it's up to the upper left, but if it is, that 9 and 5 will provide big protection. So you've got to be careful going to the upper left. Yeah, I don't think he'll get this back. Unless the cue ball locks to the top, he did well with the cue ball. But I feel like there's big protection with the 9 and 5 here, sending the two back up top.
But a breakthrough year for Neuhausen. Started well, won the Premier League, which is such a tough event to win in Sarajevo back in the spring. Peri-Open success and the run to the Hanoi final. Playing for the first time in both the Reyes and the Mosconi. And it's all just what we've been expecting from him for some time now.
Yeah, I felt like more towards the center diamond would have been a better spot to push out. And this is why that 9 was always going to be there. This ball extremely tough to hit. You've got to come to the second rail. Trying to hit this going in off the first rail is way too tough. And he's accidentally caught it off the second rail. It looked to me, Michael, like he was trying to go at the first rail.
Synchronized swimmers there, the way they sat down in perfect tandem.
Just make the 9, we're good.
Isn't it amazing to see these two guys, Neuhausen and Labutis, and just how relaxed they look?
Yeah, and I feel like that's how the whole team's looked since the beginning of this afternoon.
Good shot.
They've got to take it from them. They're not going to give it away, Europe. I feel like these guys can do it. They have to win this point.
prospered in a big team event before. Very different sort of format, but he was part of the Germany team, Neuhausen, that got to the World Cup final 2 years ago in Spain, lost to the Philippines.
Yeah, nice two-way play there. Really all about the two ball, just laying it down on the right long rail. Bonus if you make the 9.
Play it to scratch.
Yeah, Billy talking about the 3 and the 4, the pink and the red up there. Play it to scratch. Unless he's going to go at the 9 and chip the 2 down that way. Okay, he's going at the 9. Really low percentage here, so he's got to take care of the 2. I really don't know what that was, to be fair.
I thought you were going to bank the deuce over here. This way, you didn't like that?
I don't think Billy did either.
Just go for it.
Plenty of time. Take your time.
Okay, he's left him a good look here.
What an error.
Good shot.
I mean, to be fair, he hit it so badly, Michael, I don't even know what he was trying to do. The 2 was nowhere near safe, and neither was the cue ball.
Yeah, the Americans all at sea right now. Europe looking in supreme control. And a bit more so now. He's thriving on this atmosphere. I spoke to him just a few weeks ago ahead of the event. We had a nice chat on the phone, and he was saying how he'd wanted to come to a Mosconi in the past, but had made a promise to himself that the first time he ever attended a Mosconi would be as a player. And here he is, living the dream.
Yeah, extremely tough hit there. I didn't mind him hitting it at that speed. Be more accurate with the cue ball. But touching on Neuhausen, boy, I think he's got some of the best fundamentals in the game, and I think he's set up for this format. Just come a little short on him there.
Yeah, around here.
Pretty much. Here's good too also.
Yeah.
Wherever, yeah.
Steyer so often looks intense. You can see it written all over his face again. So great chance now
Corner or side? Corner.
for these 2 newcomers. To go a couple clear. And the American skipper, Skylar Woodward, must be wondering what on earth he can say to his team at the end of today. If they do find themselves 4-0 down, a real sense of deja vu would be in place then, given what happened on the opening night here 2 years ago.
Yeah, you just want to get up past the side here. You don't want to, unless he wants to go to the corner, there's nothing wrong with the corner.
We have extension.
I don't foresee him missing this, but he liked another rotation or 2 out of the cue ball. Michael, Neuhausen looked like the best player to me at the Hanoi Open, and he's really looked like a top 3 player in the world the last several events to me. He's just so good through the cue ball. Watch for body movement. There typically is none.
Labutis was talking yesterday about Hanoi, where he won his first major title and referred to the big crowd. But this is different, he said. But he also said that he and his great pal Moritz Neuhausen were ready for it. So far, all the indications are that he was absolutely right.
Yeah, I think the best match Labutis played at the Hanoi Open was the finals. Well deserved. This is a big shot here. It's not one you want to overhit. If you hit it a little firm, it can spit out. Nice and smooth. No better man for the job.
Look at the confidence with which he struck that. You were saying, Scott, he gets through the ball so well. He did there.
Yeah, what's the 6 going to do here? Did it cover him up a little bit?
You guys can see it? No.
Yeah, so it will most likely be a rollout here.
No, it's not. I don't think it's worth it.
Would you like to push?
Oh, you can see a piece of it, it looks like, on the overhead.
Yeah, it does go.
It's going to be a rollout.
Probably
So
tie up
terrible here.
something.
What if I just clip the 6 and put the cue ball on the short rail?
No, that's okay.
Yeah? Push.
Okay, he's looking to just shave the 6 and leave him down here on the bottom rail. Maybe a little firmer than you wanted to be. Now you can get at all of the cue ball. I don't think you can give this back.
Make it down here. Way past the 6.
You just have to take it from these guys. You have to execute. Put everything in the past. It's a good hit, but I don't know what it's going to get him with the 5 and 9 over here.
Yeah, I mean, if you hit hard the cue ball to the 6 ball, and it's going to slide, but I don't know how much it's going to slide. That's the problem. What do you think about the banking it, leaving the cue ball here?
Extension.
Yes, I'm talking about banking it in the upper right, stiffing the cue ball up behind the 3-1 rail. The only concern there is on this fresh cloth, the cue ball tends to want to bend a little bit. I don't know if he's playing it. He might be using the 5 and 9 here. We'll see. Made it look extremely easy. He played the D-cell there with a low outside ball. Much more difficult than it looked.
You know, it's going to be so interesting to see how Neuhausen does in 2026 really come through this year, particularly over the last few months. And as you were saying, Scott, just playing so well, so consistently now. Looks like he's carrying that form here with him to North London. I feel next year could be a whole other level for him.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've got the extension. You better use it. Oh, there's a pair to draw to right there. And he did half the job. The other half is now tough. Over the 8. Where do you find protection? You can bank the 3 back down, like behind the 8 or towards the 8. You can cross the 3 over. What's he decide here? Yeah, he's back, banking it up towards the 8 and 7, using the 9. Got a baby jump here. I don't think he's a big underdog to
20
miss
seconds.
this.
You got time. 15.
He really elevated for this. It didn't look like he was that over the bar, and he buried it.
It's turning into a dream debut for these guys.
And a nightmare for the other side.
So much distance between cue ball and the red 3, and then the 3 itself had some way still to go.
9.
But coming around first, Neuhausen has left the door open here.
I just feel like there's some type of destiny in this match. I really feel in the bottom of everything I have that Steyer and Thorpe come away with the win here. I know that's kind of crazy to say, trailing 2-0, especially with this positional play. cue ball kind of arced there. He had a lot of spin on it. Now does he connect with the 9? You just got to focus on burying the 5 here. Level out. Nice recovery.
Okay, so it's been a familiar story this evening. The Americans getting opportunities and not taking them. Thorpe knows that only too well after that 9 he missed at a key stage in the opening team match. And they've got to take this opening that's been handed to them.
He did not want to finish on the rail there. SVB had something similar earlier this afternoon and made it. It was on the 9 where Gorst didn't get him where he wanted to be off the 8. This carries all the pressure in the world.
We saw Shane Van Bonen earlier burying the 9 and queuing off the rail. That in its own way, just as impressive from Steyer.
Absolutely right. Extreme pressure there to come with that shot. Nice strike there by Thorpe.
Oh, but he's going to be queuing from the rail again. Well, it's come off a little. Oh, it's a tester. So much pressure on here. He was able to rise to the moment earlier in the rack. And he's done it again. So the door was opened for the Americans. They didn't pass up. Finals. And his partner, Billy Thorpe, gets us underway as the Americans look to draw level in this closing doubles at the end of night 1 of the Mosconi.
Oh, that's a great start there. If the paint stops, and it didn't, it stopped at the wrong time. That's pretty unlucky, okay? We're talking about this last year. This happened quite a bit, but over time, if it continues to happen, is it luck or is it where you're breaking from? Is it the speed? I don't really know. But you asked what Skylar Woodward would tell his guys, and in my opinion, I think that he's just a laid-back guy. Maybe you change that tone. Maybe you get extremely serious. Maybe you get angry. I really don't know what it is, but it's got to be something.
The two-ball down there and bring it, but you got to worry about getting it down here. You got to control the two-ball, but it's tough.
It's got to be something different.
I say you play. I like playing it here and leaving the bank, but I like pushing here and leaving the bank, Tyler. You could spin that bank in.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to go to here, in my opinion. First off, make sure you let yourself see the 2. So he didn't take Billy's advice. And if they can see enough of this 2, I think they're going to play it.
I don't like it.
The only way you can get safe is behind the 7.
Yeah, it's a question.
They're going to give it back.
If they play the 2 between the 6 and the 3, a 7 and 3, then they have a chance.
Felt like you could get behind the 6 here, banking the 2 up towards the 3 or past it. That's ideal to get it past the 3 here. One way.
Shot, bro.
Yeah, it felt like the shot was kind of always there. He had a big wall.
I'll go for it. Go ahead. 21 seconds.
You kind of feel like the pressure's a little bit off of Steyer and Thorpe. If they can win this game, I think it's a massive rack. I really feel like they can win this match, like it's destined for them to win this match.
$20 seconds.
Boy, is he looking to come behind this ball to the third rail, or is he just going twice? It's coming to the third rail. Ball in hand for USA.
Yeah, we think back to the opening night in Orlando last year, Scots, and Europe were in control, not quite to the same extent, but Skylar Woodward went out to play the last match himself, beat Eklund Kachi, and sort of restored hope for the Americans. And that's the position Steyer and Thorpe are in now, trying to do the same thing. It all looks bleak at the moment, but you get it back to 3-1, you get a little momentum, you come out and win the team match at the start of tomorrow, which is always a possibility. A certain amount of good fortune involved in that and how it falls, and suddenly we have a contest again, but it's got to start by winning this one. The difference between winning it and losing it is just colossal.
Yeah, and he fell a little short here on the 3-7 combination. So now how does he play this? Do you play the 7 thin to the side and just take the corner on the red 3? Or do you hit this with speed? Yeah, he's going to play it thin to the side. You got to be careful here. Too thin. Because he was trying to go into the 6. That's why he caught it too thin. I thought he would just roll it. Massive error there.
Tyler Steyer is a player who can often get inside his own head and get into a mental rut, and one or two of the things that have happened to him already in this match and the way he's reacting to them suggest he may be heading in that direction right now. Now, can the Europeans make them pay?
Yeah, I think they will. And you just can't make those errors. I'm not just blaming Steyer. Thorpe came up well short with ball in hand on the combination. One thing they need to do is play from the chair. They need to be in this match while they're sitting over there.
Santa hat's out. It's the Americans who have been handing out a few gifts to the European team so far this evening. It's really been, in many ways, the story of the night.
If you want to go, I'll go for the corner.
Yeah, he said if you want to go, I can go to the corner. He means the 7 to the lower left. That makes it a little easier to just make the 6.
So the Americans got a foothold in this match in the previous rack. They had the chance to turn that foothold into some momentum, a chance to get level, but they passed it up. And in their usual efficient way, this pairing of Mosconi and Neuhausen have gone
The blue, too, catches a piece of the knuckle. I don't know if it's too steep to kill this off the second rail, but I think it's doable. If not, he can just come around.
What if you hit the? You can hit the 4. No, leave the 2 ball here. Hit the 4. It's gonna stop.
Oh yeah, this angle here tells me he can't even make it.
Whatever you feel. Plenty of time.
Just going to cross it over below the right side pocket. Maybe go down into the pink 4 here. And he didn't want to catch a piece of it. I believe they have a look.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, if you hit the 4, it's risky to make it also. So.
Yeah. Yeah, if I don't hit it, it's perfect.
Yeah, so you heard him there. He was actually trying to avoid the 4, I believe.
You want to shoot or you want me to?
Play
Still
simple.
to come up with a good shot.
Play simple. We'll get a shot.
And Billy just said, you want me to shoot or do you want me to play safe? Tyler took it. Historically very good at this shot here. Not today.
It means so much to Tyler Steyer, this Mosconi Cup. It's something I've discussed with him in the past, and it means so much to him. At a young age, to be part of 2 winning Mosconi teams. He desperately wants to experience it again.
You have to, yeah.
For him and his team. This is not the night they had in mind.
Extension. Yeah, from here, maybe if I hit it softer, I can make it.
Honestly, yeah, whatever you feel like. You're good, bro.
Yeah, he's got to kick to the top rail
30
here.
seconds. You got plenty of time.
I like that. Let him know how much time he's got. Regroup, take another look. You can come to the second rail. A lot of good things can happen with the 6 where it's at, the 3, who knows? I don't mind the speed either. How about just make it?
Amazing.
Yeah, great effort. Going directly into the goal. Pretty good. I don't know if the 6 has him cut off from the right side of the table or not, but if it does,
Yeah, you can hit it from the long rail,
this
right?
is
It's gonna
very
slide a lot.
difficult.
I feel like you can. 20 seconds, bro.
Trying to lengthen this out above the green.
Okay, they still have to come up with a good shot, so first thing is you hit it.
Steyer racing to the table, desperate to try to turn this around. He knows how important this point is to his team.
Yeah, you want to go directly into the 9 here. I don't think there's any question. You just got to gamble a little bit. Try to catch this thin. Very well.
Known as Billy Banker or Banker Billy. He was box office Billy earlier on tonight in that extraordinary rack that he almost won. Done all the hard work. He'd had a bit of luck along the way. And missed a routine 9 that he seemed to be down on for an eternity. And so often you see a moment like that on the opening night. It just sets the tone, not just for the night, but sometimes for the whole thing. But with this chance here to make amends along with his partner at the end of the night. And they can get back to just 1 behind here. And they will have the break in the next rack. So all is not lost yet.
Yeah, that was game number 5 of the teams. They could have been within 1, trailing 3 games to 2. Instead, trailing 4 games to 1. They went ahead to lose that, obviously. And you're right, Michael, it can be very toxic. I think that's where the captain comes in, and you just got to change the energy. But Skyler kind of in a helpless position. These guys have to take it from him. He got into that a lot better than I thought. Just keep the arm steady here. Really, that's perfect. Just one rail back over, he can come to the second rail. This is not too thin. Just a pinch of inside. I don't believe you come to the top of the side pocket.
Every rack for them at the moment feels like it's taking a pint of blood. But they're still behind after day one and turned it round to win. So that is the significance, the historical context of this last match of day one. Start to break, rack 6.
They really need a shot here on the 2. They're going to get a look. It's not easy. It's thin to the side, but I think you can afford to hit it with a little speed.
Whatever you do for yourself, bro.
You have to stay aggressive.
Cross sizzle.
Billy said cross sizzle, talking about the cross bank. Boy, it's a pretty big pocket to the upper right. The side pocket is open. He's just afraid of the speed. They are so tight. They do not give up any air, these side pockets. I believe he's going to the corner here. I like it. Oh, he's overcut it by a mile. An absolute mile.
It just seems to happen so often during this run of success that Europe have had, that so often in matches the Americans look like they might be getting a little bit of a chance at establishing some momentum, and then it just falls flat.
Extension.
I'll tell you what, there is a ton of work to do here. The 6 and 8 are both very funny. And not in a comical way. The 5 to the 6, not straightforward. And the 7 isn't easy. Neither is the 2. We've got another look.
It's over, bro. Shake it off. Wasn't easy. Let's go.
No, but if I think I can hit it. If I make it.
Yeah, even if you hit it, bro.
This is a rack that can win you the match, right? They make a mistake like that. You get out from here in this tough position, it can win you the match, and that's kind of how you got to look at it, right? If we can steal this rack, we can steal the match.
Oh, yeah, particularly in a race to 5. The psychology behind it and the significance of any little turning points really cannot be overstated.
And that's a great start. Just carry your angle on the purple. You can afford to get straight on the green 6. It's okay. This is fine. I don't think he's flirting with the 7 here. He's going to come one rail over, just below the 7. Big deep breaths there from Styler. Going to check this with just a touch of inside. Oh, goodness.
I think we now know what Tyler Styler will be having nightmares about tonight.
I don't know what English he put on it. Didn't look like he put any on it. The cue ball went with a right ball versus any inside.
Sorry, Tyler.
Does Tyler want it too much sometimes?
Man, it's a really good question. I know as a player myself, there's always that moment. I think that's the case for a lot of players, right? Especially if you're on the losing end of things over and over. Big shot here.
I just feel that Styler, he gets in his own head, complicates it a bit needlessly. We see it so often from him in individual events and matches that he lets slip away. So just a few moments ago, it looked as though the US might make it 2 racks in a row and complete the recovery from 3-1 adrift to get level at 3-all. Now it's got a very different complexion, because unless something unexpected happens in the next couple of shots, the Europeans are going to be breaking on the hill in a few moments.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of what went wrong on that miss. He didn't put any English on it. It tells me that he wasn't comfortable to begin with, because you're supposed to put check on it, but that's over.
Another one that has seriously got away.
It doesn't seem like it's been. Oh, and look at this. I feel like the cue ball was going towards the left side. A big kiss off the brown 7 to add insult to injury. I believe he's got the gap on the blue 2.
I feel like slow is going to hit the 5. I can make the gap.
I trust you.
The pink 4, potentially a problem in the upper left. Could be the 4-8 combination, but
37 seconds. We have
might
plenty
be
of time.
thinner than I think on this 2.
It's Neuhausen. He's got friends and family here. Something he identified years ago as his dream to be part of this, continuing the long German tradition. Going all the way back to that first staging in 1994. And Neuhausen has really lived up to all that history with his performance here this evening. For Labutis.
Yeah, I mean, I could only leave you like...
Yeah, that's okay. If you want to leave
the
me, yeah,
start of his country's history in the Mosconi.
Extension.
Extension.
Extension court.
What a shot by Labutis on the blue 2 to get Neuhausen so good on the 3 that he could get short side on the 4. Don't worry, they have the gap.
Notice that quirk that Moritz has, that he always places the chalk on one of those diamonds on the side of the table. It's just something he started doing earlier this year, and it's all part of his routine. Always places it on those spots. But he hasn't placed that where he wanted to, so now, just as I was about to say, is there going to be one last chance for the US? How is this falling for him?
Let's go.
Yeah, fresh cloth, very dry conditions. That long shot there with the outside ball, extremely tricky. Is this cuttable? He's acting like it is.
Yes, it is. Well, he's made the 5 in that pocket this time. And I think he's okay, yeah.
Am I the only one that feels like every ball could be missed?
Very good way of putting it.
Somehow, some way, they're still here. They're potentially within 1.
We'll have the break in the next rack if we get to that stage. They're enjoying it at the moment. Hoping to cheer their team on to take at least 1 point from this night.
At what point do you stop feeling the pressure? At what point do you tell yourself, I can't feel any worse, I can't do any worse. Let it go and play the game.
So, the US fight on in this match. A few moments ago, it looked as though they may have played their last shot.
Can you believe it?
It may yet be the case. Well,
the same 9-ball Billy Thorpe missed in the teens.
This has been an absolute nightmare for Tyler Steyer. It looked as though they were going to get a late reprieve and keep it going for at least one more round. But a shot